I haven't made a custom shiny dex in a while. I've done generation 1 to 3, but I want something a bit more modern. I am planning a video like this for all of Scarlet and Violet's Pokemon, but why don't we do Sword and Shield as a little practice run? So I have made my own custom shiny for every Pokemon introduced in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Just to clarify, I'm not fixing any shinies. Most of these Pokemon already have some great shiny forms. These are just palette swaps that I've made that I think look good. You'll be able to tell that some shinies are a lot easier to make than others, but they all look good in their own right, I think. And just before we crack on, we are on the road to 500 subs, so if you want to help me out, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like this video, and yeah, thank you in advance for any help that you might give. But let's get on with the shiny forms. First up is Grookey, and I've gone for the obvious, an autumnal colour scheme. Grookey's original shiny was kind of lackluster, so this autumnal scheme is definitely where it's at. Thwackey also goes an autumnal orange. The wristbands and eyes go a contrasting green colour to make this shiny really pop. Rillaboom is my favourite Galar starter, and this shiny looks fantastic. It's obviously based on a rock drummer, so I made the fur black like a leather jacket. And the autumnal red leaves now give this Pokemon a very power metal aesthetic. For Scorbunny shiny, I kept it kind of similar to his original, but instead of going like this weird off cream colour, he does stay a pure white. His red accents turn a yellow like in the original shiny, and then the yellow parts go a slightly darker red. And now I don't really like Raboot's original shiny, so this yellow jacket looks much better in my opinion. However, becoming a Cinderace, it turns from yellow to blue. Cinderace is obviously based on like a football/soccer player, and the two stereotypical kit colours are red and blue. Very easy for the Sobble line. They're lizards, I made them green. The green pairs well with the yellow on the fins, and then for Drizzle, I made it a nice cyan colour just to work with that green. Squavit is nice and easy, it goes a grey colour to represent a grey squirrel. And then since Greedent's main colour scheme is sort of like a more vibrant version of Squavit, I made Greedent a more vibrant version of Squavit. I do really like blue on Greedent because it makes his little red cheeks really pop. Rookidee goes red and white to represent a Pokeball, and then Corvisquire goes this magenta colour. I always associated this line with like royalty, you know, like royal squires, royal knights. So a regal royal purple I think looks really nice on it. Speaking of royal, Corviknight goes a gold colour. You can still see a purple tint from Corvisquire underneath that gold plated armour. Honestly, I think they should have made a gold shiny to begin with. Then we go on to Blipbug, and the first two, Blipbug and Dottler, bear with me. Because these look kind of okay, you know? Blipbug looks kind of good in black and yellow, it's a good colour scheme. Dottler, yeah, okay, looks good. But Orbeetle, this looks very good. I didn't think I was going to be able to beat its original shiny, but I personally think I did it. Talking of yellow, Nickit and Feeble also go a yellow colour because there are a lot of yellow foxes in like Japanese media, Japanese folklore, that type of thing. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. Gossifleur goes a purple, very nice, very vibrant. Eldegoss then goes a pink colour, again, very vibrant, very nice. It's a cutesy Pokemon, it looks good. Wooloo, how could you not make a pink sheep? They've already taken the black sheep, so I've made the pink sheep. But the pinkness does not carry on to Double, because Double is very angry and edgy, so I made him a dark, edgy colour. Again, I think this looks really nice. A nice simple one for Tootle, he just goes this nice sunburnt pink. And then Dreadnought goes this brown colour with an obsidian black shell. Really like this shiny, the three colours definitely work in harmony, doing it justice. Yamper, it's a cute Pokemon, you gotta make it pink, right? Looks really good. Carrying the pink over to Boltund, he goes this pinkish reddish colour. Again, I like it. I'm doing what Game Freak should have done with Roly-Coly. They should have made it blue. They should have made it this. Like, come on guys, it's obvious. Honestly, Applin and its two evolutions makes sense. Green apple, great choice. What else makes sense is a golden apple. It makes sense and it looks good. Silicobra goes this tanned red colour with contrasting blue eyes, looks very nice. And then Sandaconda goes this nice magenta colour. I actually really like this one. So with Cramorant, I had a choice. It obviously changes from a blue to an orange, so I could have made it any vibrant colour and it would have worked. But that's too easy in my opinion, I wanted to challenge myself. I decided to make a colour scheme based on a cormorant, the bird that Cameron is based on. I think it looks pretty good. It's very basic, but you know, it's a black shiny that makes thematical sense. Arrokuda and Barrascuda, I feel like their shinies are very close to being good, but I can't quite put my finger on what I don't like about them. I made these, which are kind of similar, but I feel like they fix what is wrong with them. I don't know, they're not the best, but I like them more than the original shinies, so that's a win in my book. With Toxel and Toxtricity, you know, Toxel has a good shiny. Pink works on it. Toxtricity, I feel like they could have done better, to be honest. I don't really like how the low-key version is very bright still. So in my shinies, they share the same color scheme, but one is a lot more washed out and one's a lot more vibrant. I feel like that makes a lot more sense to the whole low-key and amped versions. I don't really know. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments. I'm a big fan of when red Pokemon turn into blue shinies, and that's the case for Sizzlypede and Centiskorch. I think looks pretty good. Clobopus gave me some trouble. I didn't really know what looked good on it. I made this. It looks okay. I don't really love it, but I don't really hate it, so that's a win. Grapploct, on the other hand, I quite like this one. Kind of a mix between blue and green. Very, very nice. Sinistea is a blue cup with a red liquid. Poltegeist, orangey teacup with a green spirit inside. The Hatterene line gave me some problems, but I think I like this. I think I like it. Impidimp to me will always be a little goblin, so I made him green. And the green does follow onto Morgrim, and then onto Grimmsnarl. I like the green and purple, it gives me like Gruntilda vibes. I'll be honest, Obstagoon, I don't really like it shiny, I feel like it's a bit too obnoxious. So I made this one, which is still quite vibrant, but not over the top. And I feel like it portrays its dark normal typing very, very well. Again, Berserker gave me some trouble. I didn't really know what to do with it, but I made it this off blue because it's okay. It's okay. It's like a solid okay out of 10. With Cursula's shiny, I feel like the black and white is a bit too striking, so I dulled down the black into a grey. And then I only applied it to the bottom part. I felt like that looked a bit better, and then I gave it green eyes because it's a shiny and it deserves different coloured eyes. With Sirfetch'd, his original shiny is great, just a yellow duck, great. I wanted to go the opposite route and turn the leeks yellow as if they're aging and wilting, and it's just been a night for that long that his weaponry is starting to diminish. Mr. Rhyme, I made a red colour. I really like the red and blue mixed together. I feel like Mr. Rhyme's original colour palette could be a bit monochrome, so the mixture of a dark red and a light blue, I don't know, I feel like it works. Runeragus looks great in this colour scheme. Honestly, you can make it nearly any colour and it would look good, so this is a free pass. Milcery, or Milkery, depending on how you say it, turns into strawberry milk. Now creamy, really difficult because, you know, it changes colour anyway depending on the form, so I just made it, instead of a black, I made it a white. It's not that different from its original form, but what else do you do with this thing? So Phalanx looked good no matter what colour I made them, so I decided to have a bit of fun and reference two of my favourite Poketubers. It's one of PM7's mascot Pokemon with the M&J TV colour scheme. But most importantly, it looks good. A dark red colour for Pincurchin to reference the red sea urchin, and then Snom and Frostmoth go a pink colour, and I think it looks really nice on Frostmoth. It looks very, very elegant. A nice subtle one for Stonejourner. Instead of muddy feet, he has little mossy feet. And Ice Cube is quite difficult, so I just made the Ice Cube white, and then changed the colours of the body slightly. For Indeedee, I pushed the boat out and changed the shiny depending on the gender, so we got a purple for the male and a red for the female. The brown on Morpeko goes a purple colour, but then when it gets hangry, the purple turns into a red. Cufant goes this metallic blue colour, and Copperaja goes dark brown, with the copper turning into a gold colour. Gold Raja. The fossils gave me a bit of trouble, but I think they look okay. I especially like the blue and yellow. With Corviknight, Copperaja, and now Duraludon, there's a lot of gold going on. And now for the pseudo-legend, Dreepy goes this sort of sandy colour with purple accents. Dracloak goes like a bluish grey with purple accents. It also didn't really make sense to me, the fact that the Dracloak had shiny Dreepy as ammunition, and that does carry on to Dragapult, who is now black with a ghostly blue and purple accents. Zacian and Zamazenta both turn yellow, with their signature colour being the secondary colours. And yes, that does continue onto their crowned forms as well. Eternatus goes black with a green energy. Doesn't really make sense with Gigantamax because, you know, Gigantamax energy is pink, but he does turn into an original Xbox, so it's good enough. It does also carry on into the Eternamax form. It looks very alien. I like it. Cubfu just simply turns a black to reference the Urshifu, and then each Urshifu then turns the colour of the respective style that it's in. Zarude's green goes a nice autumnal colour, and both of the Galar Regis have the blue treatment, which I really, really like. Glastrier goes a green colour, and Spectrier goes a blood red. And finally, Calyrex goes a blue colour. So that was the entire Sword and Shield decks. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Who was your favourite? If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, maybe hit the subscribe button. As I said at the beginning, there is going to be a Scarlet and Violet version of this video, so if you did like it, hit the subscribe button so you know when it comes out. Simple as that. And the only thing left is for me to thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.